Hello there, this is Kashyyyk2002, and first off I want to apologize because there's no sound in this video. You will only be able to hear my lovely voice. Problem is, I had trouble with my recording software, and somehow I just forgot to turn on audio recording. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Anyway, finally we're going to be able to invade Kashyyyk and do the next story mission. So that's what I'm going to do. I did take some time off camera to do boring things like manage my planets, build some mines and stuff. I took the time, as there was no Imperial planets around, to actually build up my space stations, level them up, and make them better. I also took the chance to build lots of new fleets to protect my border planets, because I have lots of free population. Anyways, here I'm setting up the invasion of Kashyyyk. This is the space battle, which is not part of the story mission. So first I have to eliminate the enemy fleets orbiting Kashyyyk. Usual setup. Group number 1 is my fighters and anti-fighter group. Group number 2 is my siege ships, Y-wings, the marauder cruisers. And basically this battle doesn't have an enemy space station, so I just have to eliminate all the enemy ships. As you can see, group number 1 focuses on taking down the enemy bombers and enemy TIE fighters, while group number 2 will take down the bigger ships, those the enemy frigates. Those Y-wings are insanely effective. When they do their bombing runs, they just obliterate any big ship. It's pretty fantastic. I also took some time off camera from the first videos to these videos right now to actually practice my gameplay, because honestly I've been re-watching the first episodes of this series like from 6 months ago, and I sucked badly. I mean, I failed the first 2 missions. But yeah, I think it's very noticeable in the videos, in the latest videos, how my gameplay has improved a lot for Star Wars Empire at War. Okay, so we're taking down the few last ships. I don't know why that marauder actually got away. I think he was trying to escape from the TIE fighters. Taking down that last enemy frigate and the TIE fighters, we are done. Now it's going to be the ground invasion, where we help Han Solo. Remember his distress call. So I'm going to grab my gigantic land army and go down to Kashyyyk. Let's say hello to the Wookiees. So there we go, population Wookiees, terrain forest jungle. Now, unfortunately, of course, if there's no audio, there's no narration in the cinematics. So, either you read it or nothing else. The good thing about this is that the cinematic is just, I just thought it was uninteresting. It's just Han Solo saying, "Duh, you came to help me, but don't get in my way, duh." That's it. There's his Millennium Falcon, iconic ship. We start off with 3 infantry units, 3 heavy tanks, and we still have space for more. I'm going to check out the map here. We can see that there's these prisons. There's 5 prisons glowing on the minimap. I have to take Han Solo to each one of them so he can plant a bomb. At first I thought I had to attack them with my own units until I destroy the prison, and I was like 20 minutes like shooting at the prison and saying, why doesn't it blow up? Well, because I have to destroy them with Han Solo. The thing is, the objective down below doesn't really specify if I have to take Han Solo to the prison. It just says destroy 5 prisons. And you know, the best destructive power I have is my army, not Han Solo himself. Okay, with that done, I'm gonna put Han Solo in a separate control group. Put my infantry in one control group and my tanks and vehicles in another. So I'm going to advance first with my tanks. Going ahead. And we arrive at the first two prisons, which are heavily guarded by infantry. They are easily taken out with my vehicles. One thing I do realize in this map is that my heavy tanks can run over infantry, as you just observed right there. And I was like, oh crap, I can do it now. I can do the thing. I can do the OP thing that the Empire used to do with me. The thing is, rebels can't actually run over enemy units with T2B tanks because they're they're hovering, okay, they're hover tanks. But the heavy tanks, they have tracks, so they can run over enemy infantry. And that is something I'm going to take advantage from now on. I mean, it used to destroy me as a rebel player in previous videos, how with their the Empire with their light tanks and their walkers, they could run over my infantry and just obliterate them in 3 seconds. Now I'll be able to take advantage of that. As you can see, I'm just focusing fire on the prisons when I shouldn't be actually doing that. I need Han Solo to come and plant some charges there. I do take the opportunity to build a repair station for my tanks. I do see some walkers across the river, so I'm going to move some forces over there to take care of them. They're no match for the heavy tanks though. Now as you can see, they still do a decent kind of damage to my heavy tanks. That's why I'm doing the repair station right there, so I can continue advancing with my heavy tanks once they're repaired. They bring more walkers, trying to destroy them. Meanwhile, I do not realize that I have to take Han Solo to the prisons. I'm just focusing here on the enemy troops, thinking that the troops I left behind are happily destroying the prison. This is when I realize, oh crap, I have to put Han Solo there. Yeah, that's it. Han Solo is planting a charge, as you can see, and he's going to blow up the prison. That's when I stop shooting at it. And I'll focus on bringing my troops across the river and securing the next prison area, where there's also a landing zone, which I would like to capture. So Han Solo goes there. Destroying the prison gave us 2 Wookiee units, which are not very helpful. I mean, none of the native units are helpful. I mean, they're very weak. They die really easily. Uh-oh, and here comes the enemy's light tanks. I don't know what they were called. Marauders, I think? No. I don't remember. Those small tanks of the Empire that they auto self-destruct and stuff. So trying to clear a path through the river. Once those 2 prisons are destroyed, trying to get to the other side. I'm going to start rushing Han Solo to the prison just to get the process of planting the charge sooner. And enemy infantry is not going to do much to me, so I don't really care about it. I could easily run them over with the heavy tanks, but I'm not going to bother either way. One cool thing about the AI in this map is that they focus Han Solo. They ignore the whole army. As long as they have Han Solo in range, they will focus Han Solo. Fortunately though, he has lots of health, so he needs lots and lots of hits to die. So while you maintain a large army like this one, then there's no problem in beating this map. Okay, so marching our infantry to capture the landing pad. Trying to secure our backline. Oh crap, we got one of those marauder tank thingies. Oh, destroyed it just in time. Here comes a walker. Bringing it down with my Plex troops. Now I'm going to try and take down that turret there because it's going to be annoying for my infantry. And the walker. Selecting my Wookiee troops. And we're going to bring more infantry because I already got plenty of vehicles. But yeah, I'm going to get some T2B as well. I mean, you can't blame me. I mean, vehicles in this game, they're very effective. Vehicles can basically carry the game for you. I mean, you have to be careful if the enemy has Plex troops, but honestly, if you got really high tier vehicles, even the high tier vehicles can destroy Plex troops easily, even if it's running over them. So I did a bombing run there to take care of those walkers, and Han Solo is planting more charges in the next prison. There's only one prison left to go once that one is blown up. There's another landing pad to the north, but I'm just going to ignore it directly because it's not necessary to win. I just have to get to the prison, so I'm just going to ignore that. Probably leave all my troops here in this crossroad here to defend Han Solo if the enemy lands more troops down there. So now I'm just going to accelerate and take Han Solo to victory. Now that's where Chewbacca is being held. That's why we're doing this whole thing. Sending in troops just to entertain myself there. And Han Solo directly to the prison. Oh, some enemy tanks. I really don't know what they were called. I knew before, but I don't know what they were called now. Those pesky little tanks that they have. They self-destruct and it's horrible. Oh my god, no, they're getting in the middle of my guys. Oh my god, no, please don't blow up. And just in time, Han Solo blows up the prison, saves Chewie, and we're out. There we go. No losses, fortunately. So now we have Kashyyyk. Fantastic. And now there's some conversation between Mon Mothma and Han Solo. As in Mon Mothma saying, "Oh, Han Solo, you were a great help. If we need of your services, we'd be glad to pay," and whatever. And Han Solo's like, "Yeah, it better be good pay. You better pay me big." Yeah, typical Han Solo stuff. Anyway, he's very salty all the time. So I'm reorganizing my armies and fleets to prepare for the next part of the campaign. As you can see, my population is very high right now with 310 max pop. I can afford several fleets on several of my border planets. And big fleets at that, with Nebulon frigates, Marauders. I think I didn't unlock the assault frigate yet. No, I haven't. That will be in a later episode. But assault frigates, I learned to appreciate them. They're awesome. They destroy everything. They're incredible. I love them. They use big turbo lasers, and they're just incredible. I love it. Anyway, we got these new planets unlocked: Eriadu, Naboo, Dagobah, Bespin, and Hoth. Yes, Hoth, I think. So I'm gonna start moving my whole army down there to Tatooine to prepare for the invasions. Now, I'm going to see that the Empire is actually moving lots of ships between Naboo, Eriadu, and Bespin. So what I want to do is actually invade Eriadu and Naboo at the same time to cut that flow of fleets. That way the Empire would only have Bespin. I'm going to save here, just in case something goes wrong. And they won't be able to reinforce anymore. So I'm going to plan this carefully. If I'm not mistaken, I think there's new research unlocked, so I'll be able to pick up our 2D2 and C-3PO to do some researches. Check in Naboo. Eriadu and Naboo are really good for my heavy tanks because Eriadu reduces the cost to build them, while Naboo increases the damage that they do. So they're very beneficial to me. This is Naboo. We can see that the population of Gungans also has humans, the Naboo from episode 1. So there's R2 and C-3PO. Just gonna go and steal some tech from Eriadu. First I'm going to send them over the planet to check what they have. As you can see, very small fleet, very small land army, and that's when I'm going to get the assault frigate technology. Incredible ships, I love them. First step would be to invade Eriadu or Naboo. I don't remember. Anyway, I'm trying to reinforce my fleets, get some powerful ships in there. Yeah, it's going to be Eriadu first. I wait for the moment that I see that fleets are coming out of Eriadu, and that's when I attack. So here we are, space battle over Eriadu. Very valuable planet in my opinion. That cost reduction to the T4B tanks is incredible. Not that I'm lacking money right now, because right now I'm pretty rich in the campaign. Once you get past the initial missions, the initial problems that you have, then the campaign gets extremely easy. I mean, if you've seen the previous episodes, you know I was struggling. I even vented my frustration in one of the episodes, saying, "Wow, this game is incredibly hard," and it is. It is. The beginning of the Rebel campaign is hard. There's a part there between, if I'm not mistaken, Mission 3 and Mission 4, where if you don't act fast, the Empire will come and invade all your planets, and you're done for. But once you get traction, once you get the initial planets up and running, good economy, and you take swift action to capture the Empire's planets, then the campaign is done for you. As you can see, if you check the galaxy map, I owned half of the galaxy. Empire is nothing that they can do. I got incredible fleets everywhere. And that's basically it. The thing is, this doesn't happen in the Galactic Conquest mode. Galactic Conquest, if you're not familiar, is another game mode in this game, where it's the same. You have the galaxy map, but it's, there's no campaign missions. It's more like Total War in space. So there is a back and forth struggle with the other factions on the galaxy map. Here in the campaign mode, you can literally just capture some Empire planets and then dedicate infinite time to building up your planet and getting your economy and your armies up. In Galactic Conquest, that is not the case. As if you turtle too much, the enemy will also get powerful and they'll be able to invade you. Because in Galactic Conquest, the whole map is unlocked. So that's the thing right there. That's the major difference. Campaign mode, story. Galactic Conquest, more gameplay focused. So, as usual, destroying the enemy fleet here. I'm going to call in some reinforcements, more Y-wings to help out and take down the shield generator. The hangar is down. I always focus the hangar first, because that limits the fighters that the station can spawn. But not only in the stations, also in capital ships, I also try to take down the hangar first. Here's cinematic mode because I thought it was appropriate. I don't have much else to micromanage anymore, so I just put it for a while just to check it out. I think I said this in another video, but my favorite battle style in this game is the space battles. The land battles, I just think they're badly designed. I can't really put my finger on it, but my opinion is that they're badly designed. Troop movement just feels a bit wrong for some reason. I really don't know how to say this. It's like the ground battles in this game is like if you picked up Company of Heroes 2 and Battle for Middle-earth 1, but you made it crappier. I don't know. I don't know really how to explain. But probably, I mean, I've been researching online, and I'm not the only one to feel that way about the ground battles. There's other people who think that they suck. But the space battles are fantastic. I just love the layers of strategy that we have, because you have lots of kind of ships. You got bombers, you got fighters, you got corvettes, you got gunboats, you got frigates, you got capital ships, you got all these kind of units, and they all carefully selected to counter each other. While ground battles, it's really just, you know, I mean, just look at the infantry. The infantry have that ability, take cover, which is it's a very passive bonus. It's just the infantry unit gains defense every time you click it, and they slow down. But it's really unnecessary micro. I mean, it's like every time you engage, you click it to gain that defense, and every time you disengage, you click it again to gain that movement speed. And I think that's just bad design. I mean, just remove the ability altogether. Probably if you only kept cover as in Company of Heroes 2, where you use map features to get the cover, then that would be fantastic. I mean, I do know that that exists here, but in a lesser degree. There is sandbags on some of the maps. The units flash green, and that means that they have increased defense while inside those sandbags. But I think there's not many cover opportunities in ground battles for the infantry. In fact, most of the time they're in open ground, and you have to click the take cover button for them to do anything useful. Also, if they're taking cover, they're slower. Vehicles can run over them, and I don't know. I just think it's really badly designed. I wouldn't have put the running over feature in this game. I really wouldn't. I mean, it makes infantry die really fast. I don't think that's really good for the game. Anyways, Eriadu space battle has been completed. We're going to invade right now. There we go. Very small enemy garrison on a very small map. I do start with my favorite rebel ground unit, which is the T4B tank. I love those bastards. And this seems like the enemy base right there in the corner. But to reach there, I'm going to have to surround the map going south. I thought I could just skip it all by going through the beach in the north, but I was mistaken, and you'll see that right now. So landing lots of troops. You do start off with a big landing pad, 10 population there. So here I'm going to try, because it seems that I can go into the water because it's like shallow, and cross to the other side, but it seems, nope, that can't be. Okay. Then I'll go southward. Keep landing my guys. Putting the infantry in one control group. Going to use the T2B tanks to scout out ahead. I want to check where the enemy positions are. We get some enemy infantry. We should start taking them down. Going to check down here if there's anything of interest. There isn't, so I'm just going to move my army eastward. And there you go, the sandbag mechanic that I told you about. It's present in this game. You see they're flashing green. That enemy infantry is flashing green. They have increased defense. But I think there's not enough opportunities to actually make that shine. There should be many covers to take cover in as infantry. I love Company of Heroes 2 with a cover mechanic. I think it's fantastic. You got lots of opportunities to get your infantry behind stuff, be it walls, buildings, sandbags that engineers make. In fact, just thinking about it makes me want to play Company of Heroes 2 again. Which I played very little multiplayer, but oh crap, oh come on, they're running over my guys. I just hate those, oh my god, man. Of course they run over your infantry and then they blow up and destroy half your vehicles. Yep. That is very balanced, indeed. Yes, sir. Anyways. Trying to take down most of their stuff. In this map, I'm going to lose lots of troops. That is a warning here, because even though they had a small garrison, somehow they keep producing lots of units, and they manage to take out lots of my stuff. They also have a turbo laser tower there that I have to take out with my infantry. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send them over there while my tanks advance to the north to check out enemy activity. Now that turbo laser is an ass. It's positioned in a way that it's covering high ground and it can shoot me in that low ground area right there, so I won't be able to pass to the enemy territory. I'm going to try and not call as many reinforcements because I don't really want to lose as many troops on this map. Running up ahead, taking down their stuff, and down they go. Yep, flashing green. They are really durable when they're behind the sandbags. I get tired of that, so I send out a T2B tank to check out stuff. Oh crap, I see a heavy tank, so I just back off. And I keep moving northward. Oh, one of those self-destruct tanks and a heavy tank, which I'll take down in a few seconds. There we go. So this is the final push into the enemy base. They're really well defended. Look, just look at how many heavy tanks they have and walkers. If only they brought them all together, then probably they would have had a chance to defend the planet, but they just bring them in small little waves, and that's their downfall. I mean, it's the AI. What can you expect of an AI? I don't really remember the last time I played a game where the AI made me go, wow, this AI almost seems human. Because mostly in strategy games, there's so many variables and so many things that you can do that the computer really can't take them all into account. It's really hard to make an AI for a strategy game. That's why in many strategy games, when there's difficulty sliders, difficulty settings, what they do is some kind of artificial difficulty bump, like cheating. The AI cheats and they give them resources or extra units. Depends what kind of game you're playing. It happens in Company of Heroes. It happens in Warcraft 3. I think it happens in Age of Empires 2. I think. Probably yes, it does. It happens in most strategy games, unfortunately. It's really hard to make an AI that is good. As in, makes better decisions. Although I think somebody should one day dedicate a lot of time to maybe investigate how to do that. I mean, I'm not a programmer. I don't know how those things go exactly. But it would be really interesting to, I don't know, make an AI that if it's set on easy, that it makes some mistakes on purpose, as in to be easier. And then the higher the difficulty, the better level decisions that it makes. But of course, it's really hard. Too many variables, too many unit choices in strategy games, and so many things that you can do. Pretty hard. I think StarCraft 2 also cheats with resources. I might be mistaken, but I think the AI in StarCraft 2 also cheats. But the good thing about StarCraft 2 is, as it's a very old saga with a very big esport following, is that they always have a meta, and Blizzard actually makes use of that meta, and they use the strategies that the pros use to put them into the AI strategy bank. So many times you can actually see the AI trying to rush you, or the AI fast expanding and stuff like that, which is really interesting. So I lost lots of troops on the advance of this base, trying to take down that turret or repair center or whatever it was. Taking down the vehicles, taking down the barracks. I had some pesky Empire infantry try and take the landing pad where I started off, but I landed some extra infantry there to protect it. And that is basically the Battle of Eriadu. So there's not much left. There is a dangerous turbo laser tower to the west, which I haven't noticed about it, but I'll notice it in a few seconds once one of my tanks gets destroyed right there. And I was like, ouchie, that hurt. I wanted to bomb it, but I don't have visibility over it, so I'm going to have to send my infantry over there to take it out. That's the last remaining buildings of the Empire. Sending my infantry over there. And baboomba. Down goes the tower. And we are victorious. Great. So now it's when I'm going to plan the invasion of Naboo. Gonna check out Sallust here. Sallust is not a planet that will help me much. It is a planet that will help me create Mon Calamari cruisers later on, which is the Rebel capital ship, the ones that you can see in episode 6 at the Battle of Endor. And Hoth is down there, and Bespin, which are part of the Black Sun Pirates. Basically, that's all the time we have, so see you later.